your best to keep Giannis out of the paint. Don't allow him to get out in transition, and that starts with you really operating offensively well. And how about that play right off the bat?
Just prior to the trade deadline. They're going to need a lot from Maker for the Pistons in this series. Here comes Drummond.
I tell you what, he's had a monster season in his own right. Andre Drummond does a terrific job. Has improved every year as a scorer as well, and a terrific defender for this Pistons team.
Here's Antetokounmpo putting it down.
Hopes though is that you can get some confidence for some of these young guys who haven't had the opportunity to perform in the postseason.
Lopez dialing up from deep. This is Reggie Jackson. That's a three-pointer. No Griffin. They're going to need a lot from Jackson tonight, and until Griffin's able to come back. And Antetokounmpo. Pistons trying to get settled into their offense. Maker not even close from deep.
And in the basketball, not giving up anything easy other than Drummond, they're able to get the finish.
Drummond with his second field goal, and that's been one of the big differences when you look at what Budenholzer has been able to accomplish as Middleton hits on a mid-range jumper in the building today. Antetokounmpo, the drive and kick, that's Bledsoe. And the rebound putback as Giannis is there for the loop. Sterling Brown making just his 8th start.
Allowed them to kind of blow this thing open here early on.
This is on a three-point shot. It's their second postseason appearance in 10 years, their first since the 15-16 season as Ellington hits on the baseline.
It's been a struggle, and it does. The other thing it allows you to do as an organization, nice pass there from Middleton to get Connaughton for the layup. It really...
Lopez playing on the perimeter so much, really taking Drummond away from the paint, something that the Pistons coaches will try to combat GA in the series. Here's Connaughton again, and he's headed...
For the most part, has been in rhythm, and they've been dictating on both sides of the floor.
Beautiful dribble drive, and Reggie Jackson.
Or at the three-point line. Well, this Bucks team, from a defensive standpoint, with the addition of Lopez, they defend the rim so well, and they also defend the three. So you've got to be able to mix in that mid-range game, and that's really the weakness of this Pistons team. And Dwayne Casey talked about it in our pregame meeting as Brook Lopez knocks down another triple here with the steal.
Drummond to the rack, can't put it down, and it is stuck back by Robinson. It's got to be all hands on deck for the Pistons. No Blake Griffin today. Still out with that left knee injury.
And remember, this is a Bucks team there, and that's a nice find by Brown getting a cut.
One of the big reasons why was the play of that man, Andre Drummond. Now to Smith, fading away and hits.
Yeah, Ish Smith.
These are 0-4 from downtown. Here's Hill, shot clock down to 6. Hill shoots over the top of Drummond. That's a long deuce. Our hope is that he'll be back at some point, Greg, in the second round, and he, of course, will add that extra element that they've been missing. Kennard to the rack. Nice little backdoor cut.
Great cut and even better pass.
Here he comes again, full head of steam. Connaughton from deep. Splash!
They did well. You're susceptible to give up.
The team, they led the league in scoring offense, Greg, at better than 118 points per game. Pretty impressive start. Zaza Pachulia.
Brown there in the passing lane. And they are just, I tell you, again, inside it. Trusting Lopez and Giannis on that back line.
So Nikola Mirotic has checked into the game for the Bucks as Kennard hits on a three-point.
Most people thought he would be. So I like the addition of him for this group.
This is Hill on a three. Got it again. They can't miss. Pachulia broken up by Sterling Brown. Antetokounmpo. Greg, they finally missed.
Yeah, that was a really good rebound there, too, by Thon Maker. And is rewarded on the other end. I thought that speed of Ish Smith could make a difference in the open floor. And that was an example of it as Maker gets the finish.
Maker, the 10th overall pick by Milwaukee back in 2016 as Bledsoe goes high off. Giannis had it poked away as Maker bothers him in the paint. First time they have kind of thwarted Giannis in the paint in this game. That is Kennard on it. Julia.
And I know who you would have voted for. That is for sure.
I unfortunately did not have a vote. know if a Greek can vote for another Greek. Nice little stroke. Budenholzer and his Bucks. Beautiful backdoor cut. Nice defensive recovery by Ilyasova on Ellington, but Kennard starting to heat up. Middleton, first-time All-Star this season, has been lights out since the break, better than 21 per game. Dropping a dime to Hill. Lopez and contact.
That type of impact as well with their understanding and unselfishness of how to play the game.
Beautiful little floater off. Everything working for the Bucks.
You know, they really prepared themselves.
When you watch Giannis Antetokounmpo play, what makes him special?
Well, I think, you know, having someone who's taller than 6'6" that, you know, plays the front line, he gets the ball off the backboard and turns into a guard, sets up his teammates. That's very unusual. So he should definitely be in consideration for that.
Kareem, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Jamie, basketball royalty easy.
You know, it's funny. There's this debate going around. Michael Jordan, greatest of all time. Always LeBron in the conversation, and Kobe, and you could make a strong argument to claim to that title.
Could go back even further than that. His high school days at Power Memorial in New York City.
UCLA.
Absolutely. Loss for them, but Milwaukee is playing about as well as anyone could have hoped.
Yeah, I mean, it's again the unselfishness. They seek the best shot.
Double-double. And the Bucks getting everything they want. 2 quarters.
In the paint, and Giannis just made the
couple of chippies underneath. It's a tough way to start the postseason for Dwayne Casey. Sterling Brown on a 3. And Milwaukee picks up right where they left.
Able to get into the paint is the issue. I think from a strategy standpoint defensively, you got to do a better job of getting to Giannis earlier. As soon as he
numbers, 70% shooter inside the paint. He's only 29% outside the paint in terms of his field goal percentage, and there he is again.
And that was just
much.
Probably because he hadn't had to shoot him. You know, that's probably the first mid-range he's taken this game. He's been able to get wherever he wants, whenever he wants. Is Drummond able to get that jump hook to go?
For Drummond, only his 3rd basket. You certainly had the sense that they were going to need a monster night for him just to have a chance. It hasn't been the case. Middleton.
What it was, having to make the adjustment. The game was going to be played differently, but to his credit, is Giannis there with an incredible. But I do think if this team has a legit chance to win, he is going to be so vital to their success because of that ability right there.
9 points. And Brook Lopez having a good old time. Wayne Ellington around a screen and hits. A full week of rest with that left knee injury.
And partner, let's not kid ourselves. They were 0-4 with it during the regular season. So obviously this is a Bucks team that has a chance to be special. And I'm not going to sit here and be disingenuous and say that they got a chance in this series.
To begin the 3rd quarter. It has been incredible. Here he comes again.
Oh, goodness.
And the Greek basket.
He took off. Oh, my goodness. Going to get better. It is really frightening because I don't know that there will be an answer for this guy at the rate he's developing.
And he is sprinkling his stardust on the NBA postseason already. Bledsoe inside, beautifully done.
And because he can do so many things physically, he can create passing angles because of his athleticism. And if he starts doing that consistently, multiple syllables, you know, things like that.
You weren't always this mild-mannered.
No, you have it happen sometimes, and that's a positive sign as he thought make a shot.
Baker or anyone on this Detroit team, no answers for this whirlwind that they've been hit with. But ignites a little bit of a break. Kennard just can't get the 3 off. Nicely done by Ilyasova. This is Galloway with the corner 3. NBA postseason 36-point lead here in game 1 over Detroit. Shorthanded without Blake Griffin.
And you know what's about to happen in 1 minute.
With a wild scene outside, didn't put a damper on the excitement level of this fan base.
No.
And the way the Bucks have played,
the building, the Fiserv Forum, or the team, because both have been stellar. This is a beautiful facility, one of the nicest in our entire league.
So the Lakers out west. First time we'll see a team from the East, not led by LeBron James, go to the NBA Finals as Sterling Brown hits from deep. To the rest of the team, certainly in the East and the entire NBA. That is Connaughton inside.
Past 8:24. Hope that Blake is able to come out and give them something.
There's Patchouli on a little floater. Casey's such a respected coach, been a very good player for Milwaukee the last couple of years. You saw his role diminished a bit this season with the depth that they have had. There's Luke Kennard again.
Good night for Detroit.
He's got 18 points. Dribble drive, beautiful finish. Smith back to Kennard. Trying to shake Connaughton, who was there, and he hits. That's a long two. Had his foot on the line. The officials will actually take it. So this was about as bad a start, nightmare start. 10th.
And I tell you, Budenholzer's trying to get him some minutes just to get the rhythm and the timing back. As Craig was able to get all the way inside and get the finish there.
And it'll be interesting when Brogdon comes back, assuming he is able to come back in the second round. You've got Mirotic, a new piece. Brogdon,
I think it will be. And listen, they've got a roster. I think the one thing that helps, though, is the style that they play. Nice pass there by Ilyasova. It's one about, when you think about it, you had arguably the greatest player to ever play the game, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the greatest Buck to ever play. Giannis Antetokounmpo put on a terrific performance here in Game 1.
And certainly putting that 60-win season was not a mirage. This is a team that is for real, and they are a real championship contender. Under a minute left in Game 1. Thomas trying to find some daylight. Nice little shifty move down the paint. Able to get
on the road and shocking that Toronto Raptors fan base.
What a job by Steve Clifford. We'll see them putting a perfect exclamation point on this Game 1 victory.
He's going to be disappointed from the standpoint of maybe he didn't feel like they